Hey everybody, this is Dr. J. Professor Omar and Spike coming to you all from Long Island, New York, and somewhere in Florida.
And
And
punched out.
Spike is breaking up. We don't have the best connection from Florida,
Yeah, I
but
apologize.
tell you, we're all jealous of you with
Lucky.
Yeah,
that palm tree in the background.
yeah, it's all
So
illusory.
what part of Florida are you in?
I am in a town called Tamarack, which is west of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, very nice. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's today anyway.
So you're not far from Miami then, probably 20 minutes.
No, a bit longer,
No.
but
Yeah.
about 40.
40 minutes.
Yeah,
All right, that's close enough.
yeah. What I'll do is I'll take my camera off so people won't be jealous, and my connection will be that much better.
No, the camera's not the problem. The problem is more the audio. But
Gotcha.
you can take the
Maybe taking out the camera would help with the audio.
That's what I'm thinking.
camera out, take it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Give myself a little bit extra band.
I was telling Omar and Spike that I got the formula for biotech down pat now. You wait for the good data read out, like there was with Summit, and then it spikes up that day, like Summit did. Like Summit went to 15 from I don't know what, and then it goes back down for whatever reason, whether it's dilution or there's Kamal. Kamal, so sorry I forgot to send you an invite. My apologies.
It's okay.
I'm just an absent-minded professor. Certainly,
The end of
man.
the semester.
I was telling everyone I got the formula for BioDirect. You don't stay in it long. You buy after the good news is out already, like a data readout, like cadl or Summit. It all invariably, for one reason or another, gives back a lot of the gain. You get in tranches until you try to hit the bottom, but if you can't hit the bottom, that's okay. And then you sell when it gets back to the top again. So
Right.
in the case of Summit, I think the top was 15. It actually went to the high 20s.
Would you call that the summit?
No, because it went to the high 20s after that.
Oh,
But
so that was
Candle, I worked the same magic with Candle. I bought it at 10, I bought it at 6, I bought it at 8 today. And now I think it's 10. So those who, like Andrew, who were watching the show, hopefully got in on it. I mean, sometimes it's good to copy me, but other times it's not. So
Yeah. That's the whole.
Yes.
whether to copy Dr. J or not is a question. But
Sometimes
bought
you
it-
feel
I
like a
bought it-
nut. sometimes
Yeah.
you don't.
Now you see, Dr. J, we have to find an algorithm when to copy Dr. J and when not to copy Dr.
Oh, you
J.
can't copy because he's in and out too quick. Nobody could copy Kamal except me because Kamal tells me his trades.
Yeah,
Right.
we chat
And-
sometimes.
And Kamal drops $100,000 on every trade.
No, actually, he's done well this year. Right, Kamal?
Yeah, but I got caught now on MicroStrategy. I thought it's gonna bounce back up, but it just tanked even more.
It will.
BioDrec is not good, but compared to crypto, it's looking good today. Crypto is making BioDrec look good. All right. Anyway, what did I want to talk about today? Candle is certainly one of them. You like my
You know,
formula?
I bought Candle at $5.95 and I sold it at like $6.30 or $6.40.
Well, whose fault was that?
Mine. I didn't follow.
You didn't consult with me on that.
I didn't consult with you, right?
You told me after the fact. You didn't tell me right up front I bought Candle.
Is that a palm tree behind you, Professor
It
Spike?
certainly is. Yes, it's
That's not in New York.
no, it's my fake background.
Oh, okay.
So the big question is the S&P. Are we going to continue on down, or are we back up to new highs? We're going to get a significant pullback. That's really the question. We always get new highs, But will we get a 50% correction before the new highs? Will we get a 15% correction before the new highs, etc.? 5%. We got 4% in the Nasdaq.
4%.
4% in one day in the Nasdaq.
Yep.
So I mean, it could easily go down 10%. Kamal and I were talking about 10% the other day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think around between 7 and 10% in general.
What was it? 6? We was around 600 SPY, and Kamal said 540 looked reasonable. I think that was your target, or possible. Possible. I mentioned 540 was your target. Mine was 505, I think, which was a 61.8 or something. I don't remember. But we talked about on the last show. If people are curious, tune in the last show. Beginning, we talked about the S&P. Today we're going to talk about it, but instead of my chart, we're going to use Professor Omar's chart. You get a different perspective. So
Okay.
I'm not going to share screen. I'll let you share screen. I think Omar's more optimistic than me, right, Omar?
Yeah, I think it's between 7 and 10%. That's what I have in.
Well, you're not much different.
Not very much different.
Kamal,
You see,
Kamal is 10%, and I'm 15%.
you see that Kamal loves the gaps. You see there is a big thick gap here.
Right.
That is between, what is that? The coordinate. Let me just,
I think I mentioned that gap
18 and
last
56 47. It's almost like 70 points gap. That one is very likely to hold.
to be felt, you mean?
Well, no, I think we're gonna reach it, and it's not gonna be filled entirely probably before we move up again.
So you're looking for SPY 5, 6, 7?
5, 6, 7. That's a very good one. Yeah, I mean it coincides with the top, the July top.
Kamal, you were talking SPY 540. What was your rationale?
It's hard to see this. It's too small for me.
You want me to?
Yeah, I remember mentioning that gap. I do remember mentioning that gap.
This one here. You want SPY?
Yeah.
I was looking more like 502, 505. I think that was a fib number that I put in.
The
Yeah, it
close
looks
here
like it's
is
gonna fill that gap. But
567. Well, this one is. No, I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about the gap. Where is that gap anyway? I can't see it on.
it's right there. I see it. I see
Yeah.
it. Oh,
I don't know why. Where is that?
it's mid August.
Yeah. Anyways, somewhere here. Yes, this one. This one here. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the close is 560, 561. That's the gap I'm talking about.
Certainly possible.
Mm. So,
Come on, what was your thinking with 540? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
and you see this one, the good
540,
thing.
you see that light in September? You see that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, in early September. That.
Yes.
Yeah, just to the right, a little to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lowest point there. That's probably a good support line.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's the gap I was talking about. I mean, if we
Right.
get there, this is the gap, and that is 561.
No, I was talking in early September. Those two candles, the red and the green one. Yeah, right there. I thought that's a good support line. I think it hit it. If you draw a horizontal line, it touches many candles.
That's 541, I think.
You mean like I see what you mean. Okay. Okay, I understand what you mean. It's pretty much, it's not very far from this one anyways.
Correct.
Yeah, because here also you have a lot. I mean, it's almost like the what we call point of control. If you do the volume thing, you see here. You see on my side here, we call this market profile with the volume. So where you have a lot of volume.
I'm thinking you could go back down to the early August low. See that early August low? That's around low fives. I think further to the left.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Very pessimistic.
Yes, but it's
even more pessimistic than Professor Omar.
Yeah. How come?
What is that low? 50 something?
510.
510. I think. They could go down that much.
Oh.
It's been nothing but a straight line up. Sometimes you get a straight line right back down.
That would be a crash almost.
Not
It's
quite.
like,
I figure over the course of a year.
okay. I'm talking just short term. I mean, from a month or something like that.
In other words, end of year target for 2025 would be something like 510, 502.
2025. I would probably even bet on even lower.
Could be.
So long term, I'm very bearish. I mean, when you have a day like yesterday, it's always a red light.
But you yourself said it's not going to be a crash; it'll be a slow grind down. Slow grind down. 510 is just a stepping point. This is on with us. Howdy, gents. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to everybody. What are the holidays? Merry Christmas.
Everything.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy any other?
Happy Eid.
Kwanzaa. I don't know any others that are coming up right now. Any others I'm forgetting?
Happy every day.
Happy every day. Okay, that sounds good.
Sunday.
Happy New Year. Happy stock market trading day, which is every day.
If you're making money.
If you're making money, it's every day. If you buy cadl at 6 and ride it to 10, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I bought it at 6. Trouble is, I also bought it at 10, and I also bought it at 8. Still doing okay.
Cadl.
You guys, yeah.
It looks like that SMMT chart did. Do you remember?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I moved too fast. Professor Spike, we didn't hear your thoughts about where do you think?
No, I was hoping somewhere down the road you could look at IWM.
We will. So first,
let's sum it first. Is that what we're looking at?
First, let's do cadl.
Oh, candle.
So, what do you think? Does it look like the SMMT chart? I think just like it.
It's all of them are the same. This is bio.
Right.
It's the chart of biotech.
This is bio.
Yeah.
It's catch the fire when you can.
But look at the way it hugged that trend line. What is that? 50?
It's a 200.
200.
The red one?
Yeah, that's a very nice support line.
It's a 200.
It hit it quite a few times.
Yeah. The only problem with it, you see the bio is like this. You see what happened here, and then you get like a year getting depressed, and then you get this, and so
on. Phase 3 data, so it's really advanced. Cancer drug.
And when is the data released?
It was released the day of the spike.
Was released and they did a dilution.
Here?
Yeah, that's when the data was read.
That's always what they do. They release good data, then they ask for money.
That's right.
Right. Exactly.
Then it went they asked for $6. It went to 14, but they asked for 6. So that was a bargain. I knew it was going to get to 6 because it always gets down to the S dilution price.
To the dilution price.
Yeah, always. Almost always, unless it's really strong.
Yeah.
You can show IWM and TLT. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Was there any news on Mesoblast? That was one of our an oldie but a goodie.
IWM, TLT, and Nail all have similar looking charts.
Yeah, I got into nail at 90 and some change, and then it tanked.
Which one are you looking at now?
Look at all three of them. They have
IWM.
they have the same drop. IWM, TLT, Nail, very similar because they're interest rate sensitive.
And this one, you see the pivot here.
Is this the time to get in, or should we wait a little bit?
I think you have to wait. Frankly, this one will the minimum will touch the 200 moving average at least.
It did multiple times. You see in the past, it did multiple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking also. I just wanted to see if you guys agreed with me.
214.
We always agree with you.
214, and then you wait until it stabilizes a little bit. But
we have a little more selling coming up tomorrow and Monday.
Yeah, we will definitely make new high, but I don't think this is going to be probably the last leg of this bull market, and then we're going to go into bear market.
I'm not
Definitely.
sure. I agree the last leg is coming and we will get a bear market, but I'm not sure the number at the top.
At the top?
Yeah, that's really tough.
Yeah. I would shoot for 6,500 in the SPX.
I could see there could be tremendous volatility. It could go to 510 and then 700 and then crash.
Gotcha. Usually you get between 7 and 10% pullback correction. Then we move up 12 to 16%, something like that.
It could be, or it could be much greater gyrations. 15% down, 30% up from the down, and then it could all happen quickly.
I'm just talking based on previous bear markets like 2000 and 2007.
Yeah, but the average bear market is only a year and a half, I think. Something like that. And they seem to be shorter and shorter lately, the bear markets. We used to have prolonged bear markets. We don't get them anymore.
Wow, not yet.
Not yet. Doesn't seem like we get them. The Fed intervenes too quickly.
Unless that this time you see they try to intervene and they just stopped right there. So probably there will be a time where they cannot intervene anymore.
Look, if they have to, they're going to lower rates again to stimulate the economy.
You see, Dr. J, if you look, I mean, this is just, I think what they said, to me at least, they just said, you cannot have it both ways. Either you bring down the inflation, then you have the recession, or you're going to have hyperinflation. One of them.
You can have both because the recessionary deflation recession is followed by the hyperinflation.
In general, what they hate is stagflation, and they will try anything not to have that. And probably the only thing is just having a recession.
Right. All right. Let's show,
I guess if you had to pick your poison.
Nail and TLT.
Nail. What is nail?
Nail and TLT.
And just like nail.
Yep. The home builders.
It's a fund. Ah, okay. Ooh.
It looks just like TLT.
Yeah, because it's absolutely the same. Yeah.
Interest rate sensitive.
I mean, is this
that gap? There's that gap in July. Do you see the gap in July? I thought, right there. So I thought it's going to fill the gap, and I bought it where it filled the gap, but then it went further down.
It filled it too much.
It filled the sun. This is another gap. It's right edge where it's trading at.
Yeah, which is a good support line. If you draw a line, it touches multiple candles.
Might be a good time to nibble on ale.
Yeah, I bought some.
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
And the thing is that you see here, we're really oversold. You have this little pivot here, which is support. Probably it's gonna break it. Then you're gonna get the bounce.
What's
Even
the
for a bounce, but the chart is down.
what is the RSI right now?
Oh, it's very low. It's 20, 21.
21. Yeah.
21 is really low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm expecting this to bounce. I'm really expecting this to bounce.
Yeah, bounce is a very good. I think it's a very good idea to nibble for a bounce, but as a long-term thing, probably you have to wait a little bit.
Take a look now at TLT. You'll see something similar.
TLT is the same thing as well.
I jumped back in today.
Yeah,
Something very similar, right?
yeah, it's the same thing. Also, look how I think we're gonna get a bounce, and the thing is that the later the bounce comes, the more likely we're gonna get a good bottom. But if we bounce right now, it means that there will be probably more downside to it.
Yeah, it's got to come down a little bit more and then bounce.
Again, the 82 thing is very big support.
think
That one,
87 was the recent low, right?
yeah, here
I think that could be retested.
it is already. You know?
It did today.
Yeah,
So I think it's time to buy.
this one here.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah, it's. I think it's gonna go a
I
little bit.
didn't
more
expect
down.
it to go this much down, to be honest with you, but it did.
Of course.
I told Dr. J 83. We're gonna get to 83.
What about our opinions? They're strictly our own and pretty bad sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Sometimes we have bad opinions. I've been saying I'm buying TLT every day, and I did, and I lost. So sometimes my opinions aren't so good. But I'm going to continue to buy and continue to lose until I don't lose. How's that?
Sounds like a plan.
Continue to buy.
As long as our winners are more than our losers.
Now, I was asking before, did anybody hear anything about Mesoblast, which is something that we did a long time ago?
Which one?
Mesoblast.
I lost tons of money on that one.
Up to 17. I saw it today.
Yeah, this was one that we lost all of our money on years ago.
Australian company, biodrec play.
What is the
MESO.
MESO.
When I saw the pop, I was.
I can see it. ME. Ah, Mesoblast. Ooh.
It certainly blasted off.
Yeah.
Can't wait for BCRX to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I probably still have some of that hanging around also. This one I sold like after that massive loss.
And Andrews is informing us that Anovis is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Anovis is forget about that one. I mean, I'm getting killed on this. That's the only stock I have. And I'm getting killed.
You mean I was smart enough to get rid of that one?
No, I don't know why. I said, I'm gonna keep you company.
We gotta wait. We have to wait till the data comes out.
Yeah, the data.
That's the data. Usually I would have sold at 7.
You got to wait for the Alzheimer's trial to be filled and finished, and it's a long way.
When is the data?
They had data on Alzheimer's, and now they want to do like a phase 3 or something. I don't know.
There is some news that's coming out, but there's nothing.
Parkinson's news was not so good.
Right. It was tepid.
Yeah.
Well, we're reaching the trend line here. Maybe we're gonna get a bounce, and we are oversold at the same time. But I think it's just going to be a bounce.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's hard to throw some good money after so much bad.
What to do with
Just
the
on the hopes of getting a
what's
2-point
the
jump.
bottom plays? Should you get rid of them if you own them, or hold them, or buy more?
Say it again.
Are there any left?
Yeah.
Italia's the only one left.
How about that one that I mentioned, QMCO? I think.
Oh,
It
I
popped.
remember that one.
Hold on. I'm sorry, I have to pick this.
Okay.
When you get off, I'll get on.
Like, isn't NTLA the only one that hasn't given bad data yet?
I don't know. I'm going to go on and chart something. You tell me what.
NVIDIA.
Oh,
NVIDIA.
yeah, might as well.
NVIDIA it is. Professor Omar says,
I bought some at 127 yesterday.
Hold on. What, I don't remember what were you saying about Anovis?
NVIDIA, you have a target of 118, right?
NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA, to me, it's stopped. To me,
Yeah, I'm starting to think the blooms come off that rose.
On the last show with Kamal, I said you do an arbitrage play, you short Tesla, go long NVIDIA. I was right about shorting Tesla, and I think I was okay with going long on NVIDIA. I think I had the right call on the other show, right, Kamal? Do you remember saying that?
For a day and a half turnaround?
I said short Tesla, it went down immediately the next day. And then I said, go long NVIDIA. And I think NVIDIA held pretty nicely anyway.
Yeah, give a guy a couple of minutes to actually invoke that.
So far.
Yeah.
So it's bouncing off of that. What is that? The 100?
At 100.
I think we're going to get at least the 200. Then you get like 118. Then you're going to get a bounce. But this one is, I mean, if you look, this is, I mean, textbook reversal.
Yeah, you have a lower high and a lower low.
Yeah, I mean, you have this pattern here.
You also have an ABC type.
I have a higher low. Yeah, I'm sorry, lower high,
If
right?
you look
And lower low.
You look at this high from 1121 down to the low of 1127. That's wave A, Elliott wave A, up to the high of whatever this high is. I'm 12.5 down to the recent lows a few days ago at 126. You have an ABC correction.
Now,
so are we expecting this to recover or to go further down?
According to Elliott wave, that's just a correction and it should go up.
Okay.
I don't know the Elliott wave things. I mean, the way I see it myself is just as this calls for more downside.
So Professor Omar, you think this is going down?
Definitely. I mean, the trend is down.
According to Elliott wave, if it's going to be down, it'll more than this. Then it'll be a wave one down. So we'll have another pop now, and then a final leg down, maybe to the 200.
Yeah.
And then you get another correction in the upward going up. So if it's a change in trend, you should get another pop up and then down.
And then down. Yeah. That's what I said, when we get to the 200 moving average, we're going to get a pop. And then if you make the third one is, if we make a third one and we break the low, it's going to be devastating. If that happens, of course. Otherwise, this will be just corrective, as you say.
I still like my call of shorting Tesla, going long NVIDIA. Let's take a look at Tesla, see what I'm talking about. President Musk, right?
Yeah.
He thinks he could buy.
Even he can kill a bill.
He thinks he can buy the presidency. Well, Donald Trump will teach him a lesson he won't forget. I assure you that much. All right, so we have a top.
If he's going to buy it, he's going to pay a premium.
Yeah, 2 days ago,
It's like the Saudi Arabians.
we were talking about it on the show, Kamal. The top was 488, and today the bottom was
420.
420. That's a huge drop. I was totally correct in my thinking short term. I think it'll continue. I think this has got a ways to go down, maybe all the way to these twin peaks here at 361. So my target for Tesla is 361. Very simple.
I bought this below 200. I sold it at 218.
Not bad. You made money.
Not bad at all. Nice 9% gain. Beats the banks.
Yeah.
Mankind was all over the place recently.
Yeah, it's up again.
Maybe it's time for me to get back in. I made my money. It actually dipped today. Wow.
Oh.
I don't like that. I don't like that dip.
Okay. You see, Dr. J, you got it. You nailed it almost to perfection here.
I did.
Oh yeah, terms went to Bell.
Oh, I didn't. I would have gotten out in the 7s if I nailed it to perfection.
So hold on.
Almost to perfection, yeah.
The Tesla thing.
Oh, the Tesla definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you see the channel here. We just get to the top
Tesla
here.
It was a really good call that I made.
So the other one is Mankind.
Mankind.
Mankind, I got out of recently at 670, I think. But that was a good call by me. It went down to the 5s, I think. Where did it go? Low of I don't know.
5.8.
5.8. Yeah, all right. Not a bad. Now I could have stayed in because it's bouncing back, but time to get back in when it hits 100. 100 is, what is it? 628. What chart am I?
That's the 200.
I'm looking at the 1 minute chart. That's making me crazy.
Yeah.
The 200 is this one here.
The 200. When it hits the 200, 559, then it's time to get out. Yeah, I mean back in.
Mm-hmm.
It's having a big correction. I don't know why, because it was nothing but good news on a Freza pediatric approval, and there was some other kind of good news. So
I think it's just the market probably, because a lot of that this is the first time since 1972 where you have the market near the top and the number of stocks that are above the 50-day moving average below 40%.
I don't remember the last time the Dow was down 10 days in a row.
It's in the 50s, I think, something like that again, or 70s. Yeah, 70s. Same thing.
Before I was really playing the market. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
So when Kamal and I were on the show, it was right after this ugly looking candle where Mankind broke the trend line. And I told Kamal I don't like Mankind anymore, at least for the short term. But
I heard that.
But it bounced back today. So who knows?
Can you go over the quantum?
Of course. That's actually why trend lines actually are extremely good for stocks.
What was the one that spiked really big?
The one that went nuts. The one that went nuts was QUBT.
Oh, there was another one.
QBTS was a little bit more moderate.
This one crazy.
Oh, what, INQ?
Look at this one. Look what it's down today after shooting up.
Yeah.
This is the epitome of volatility.
Which one are you on, Dr. J? I can't see it.
Quantum Corporation.
It's QMCO, the one you sent.
Oh yeah. Right.
It's really wacko looking chart.
Yeah, I think we're at that in between spot. when you have that big spike and you go down halfway?
Yeah, but I'm not sure that any of the quantums are done yet. I think you're looking at a lot lower, $21 around there. I wouldn't trust this. I don't trust any of them because they all have.
I got rid of a third of each yesterday. But now
We
I'm
got-
thinking I should have went a half.
We got rid of all of them. All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
They went down to halfway more.
They're all coming down.
You know, they are very speculative when you see that kind of moves. It's
They're all coming down. Ion Q is the best of them, and that's coming down. Look at this big red candle. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah,
And
like
I don't think
right in between that low and that high.
I don't think it's done going down. Look for the 200, $5 area. I don't think they're done going down. I don't think MicroStrategy is done going down, Kamal. You better be careful.
Oh man.
Better be careful with this one. This one could go Kaputski. Totally.
that's
You want
the 50, right?
you want to hope that the 50 holds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the 50 doesn't hold, we're looking at the Kamal fill the gap right here at 256.
Oh God.
And that could happen in 2 days.
I bought a lot at 369.
Cover half.
Like a lot.
I think if you look at the Bitcoin chart, we're right at the low trend line. Probably we can get a bounce, but if you break that trend line, probably it's time to bail out.
Yeah, I mean, it's very dangerous. You couldn't be in it when it was going crazy like this, and you really can't short it now. You just got to be an observer. I'm just watching from the outside. I don't want to touch it either way.
I don't know if you see there's the little channel there on going up.
I wouldn't touch this until it hits that 70, right up here, that 73,000, 75,000 maybe. Can't touch it. I mean, it could go up from here, but no telling. It could go way down. I'd begin buying at 75, expecting even more weakness. Bitcoin has a habit of losing 80% when it declines. You want to be in it for that kind of ride? I don't. And you know, the selling is only going to accelerate as the retail trade gets scared. So all the ETF money will start vanishing. This has the potential to totally implode. So I'm very nervous. I'd be very nervous. I have a little bit Bitcoin left. Not touching it, not adding to it, not selling it. That's for my opinion. Just watch. Watch with not too much money. What's your opinion, Omar?
I think it has a little room on the upside, but I agree. I mean, it's very probably the maximum you get would be 115. It's not probably worth it.
Looking for
the risk outweighs far more the rewards. So.
And I think the unpredictable nature of it makes it a no bet. You might as well go to the roulette wheel. That's how I see it.
That's a very pessimistic view.
Well, it's my opinion. The roulette wheel, you got just as good a chance on black and white, or whatever the colors are. Black and red, forgot.
Black and red.
Black and red, yeah. $30, it looks like a good price to get in, right around here.
Wow, this is very ugly.
If you like SMCI and you think it's out of trouble, buy. You're not going to get much better, I don't think, unless the market continues on down, in which case you get it back at 18. So I don't know. If you think the market has got more to go on the downside, stay away. But if you think it's going to go back up, get in, because this one could be good ride up. That's my opinion on this one. I don't own any, by the way. All right, I'm done charting. Any requests before we call it a day?
No, that's all for me.
Andrew wanted ion Q, but it's all the same. They're all the same. All the quantum, all the same. That's how I see it. All the same. All right, so we lost Professor Spike due to Florida interference, and we're going to call it a day. But first, let me advertise the fact that on Tuesday we're going to go over our 2024 picks from last year and our new 2025 picks. So I'm asking you guys to send it to me. 2025. That's for Tuesday, and I will give you a preview. I'm more than doubled for the year on my 5 picks.
Very good.
I did the best out of all of us.
Oh.
All right, that's the second year in a row that I had that kind of performance. But truthfully, I sold some of these 5 stocks. I only have two or three of them left. I wish I had kept them all. All right, so that's it for today. Final thoughts, Professor Omar. Final thought.
The same thing again. 7-10% correction, then 12% up, and then bear market.
My final thought is I'm playing CNDL. It's CADL. I think has more to run. Just my opinion. I'm looking to get out at 14, where the high was. Kamal, your opinion?
I hope the market recovers the next couple of days. That's what I want to see.
That's what you want, but what's your thought? The action plan.
I invested heavily on nvda and MicroStrategy.
So
yes.
What's your recommendation? Buy more of it?
Buy. I think we should buy.
Okay.
Yeah, just one last thing. Just I do think we're gonna get the Christmas rally. Probably we're gonna either very likely Monday. We're gonna get a bounce, 150 points, something like that.
I'd like a post-Santa rally. Post-Santa. My rally forecast is for post-Santa.
Yeah.
The day after Christmas.
That's actually what's called the Christmas rally.
Oh, really?
It's after Santa, not before Santa.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Hasta luego. Ciao.
Ciao, guys.
Bye.